Welcome to WB Mason Postgame Extra exclusively on SNY.TV. Tuesday night, the Mets' 8-game winning streak came to an end. They were beaten by the Marlins 9-3. The Mets had an early 1-0 lead, a chance for more. They let Tom Kohler off the hook, and then it was all Marlins from there.
We just didn't, do much damage in the first inning. But, I was more concerned with the fact that we didn't do much after that either. Again, one of the things that all this comebacks is created is, we've rested enough guys, but you're going to have a night where it just doesn't work. And so tonight was it. We'll get it ready for tomorrow.
Well, Kohler settled down also was a big part of that. The Mets only scratched out 7 hits. They left 10 men on in this game. The Marlins staff issued 6 walks on top of the 7 hits, but the Mets could not capitalize. They had their chances, but the Marlins are game. They played the Mets tough in Miami. They took 2 out of 3 from the Mets on that road trip, the beginning of that road trip. And here they fought back here and they beat the Mets. 15 hits, 9 runs. Had a 3-run inning in the 4th and 5th and kind of knocked it out. deGrom did not have his good stuff, Gary. He got hurt with his fastball.
Just standing on the side where I was at, I got a pretty bad angle, but there were some pretty good swings, which indicate to me the balls were not in the right place. And again, Dan talked about, we've got to make sure that we get the ball down the zone, and that's where he's been struggling lately. He's left a lot of balls up and been hurt.
I think just leaving balls over the middle tonight. I had some guys 0-2 and couldn't make pitches to get out, so it was just a bad night.
We are in a pennant race. We are at the end of the season. We do not need to be getting rid of our best pitchers and letting them sit on the side for a while. So we need to give them, a few days to let them rest up a little bit and then get them ready for whatever happens. If we decide to skip him, we skip him. But, we got some games in between. We'll see what goes on.
I'm not bothered with it at all. Like I said, that's out of my control. I just want to help us win ball games, and I like to go out there every 5th or 6th day, whatever it is, and try to give us a chance to win. So, but that's out of my control.
Gave up 6 runs and 10 hits over 5 innings. May get a little time off after this start. Meanwhile, deGrom, who had a 5-hit game against the Mets earlier this year, a 4-hit game tonight, including a 2-run homer.
Well, he raised his average over 330. I think 331 after tonight. The home run was impressive. His last at bat off the left-hander Alvarez over the right center field wall. So, deGrom's having a fine year, fine leadoff hitter, fine player.
So the Mets' lead is trimmed to 8.5 games over the Washington Nationals, who won tonight in Philadelphia. Mets' magic number stays at 10. Their rubber game of their series with the Marlins on Wednesday night will feature Bartolo Colon on the mound for the Mets. Our coverage begins Cadillac first pitch at 6 o'clock on Wednesday on SNY. That'll do it for WB Mason Postgame Extra. Be sure to join us after every game for exclusive coverage on SNY.TV.